Hello, this is Tori, and this is my last and final fourth video post. And the question is in regards to, based off of the different groups of people that the president has to persuade, how do I see character and commitment to principle impacting presidential leadership? I think this goes back to what Newstott was talking about when it comes down to some of the areas that the president is able to control. He's able to control the public opinion, and then he's also able to control the opinions and the thoughts of his Washingtonian counterparts, the people that he does have to persuade. And so I think it is a very, very big deal when it comes down to character and commitment to principle, as far as how the Washingtonians see him. And their willingness to be able to work with him. I think of two different administrations here when it comes down to character and principle. When you look at the Nixon administration, as far as character and principle, there was a combating factor to where within the Nixon administration, there was an isolationist idea, because it seemed as though the more the Nixon administration went along, the more that Nixon kind of drew within himself and within a select few. This would cause others within his administration or other Washingtonians to feel like the outside. Now, as far as and then therefore not be willing to go along with some of the things that he were doing, besides the fact that they were not right to begin with. But as far as the public opinion perspective goes, you saw that there was a complete flip from how the nation perceived him when when they elected him versus how they began to perceive him when they found out some of the things that were happening within the administration. And I think that if your character and your commitment to principle are opposite than what you say to believe is to be true, then you kind of by default create a divisionist idea, so to speak, and it makes you unreliable, and it will hinder your leadership, because then it just means that you cannot be trusted. Even within this presidential election, right? We see how character and principle is such a huge thing, and us trying to decide who we would like to elect into office. And both of them is that we can't trust their character and we can't trust their principle, whether it's Hillary and her emails and the Benghazi and things like that, or whether it's Donald Trump and the everyday things that he says, sometimes the racist things that he says, sometimes the sexist things that he says, and then his blatant tendency to be a habitual pathological liar, just outright liar. And so I think that this goes back to them. How would they be able to be effective in the White House, coming in on a reputation of not having good character at moments and not having a good commitment to principle? And I really do think that as a president, it makes your leadership, it makes what you have to do as a leader very difficult, and it makes those that follow you, it makes it hard for those that follow you to be able to follow you willingly, and actually believe what you say. So that's my opinion on the topic. It's been a pleasure being in the class. It's been a pleasure being able to read everyone else's posts, see everyone else's videos, and learn in this process. And I wish you guys the best in you all's academic careers. Thank you.